Many architecture students never get to take a design past the drawing board before they graduate. But for the students involved in the Design Build Bluff program, their tools will include nail guns and saws, not just pencils and laptops. Park City architect Hank Lewis started the program to help the Navajo families in the town of Bluff.
In the fall, we select a Navajo family from a list that's been compiled. The family will select one of the designs and maybe some of the features of the others. And then at the beginning of the spring semester, we all move down to Bluff, and then we spend the spring semester building this house.
For Lewis, it's about teaching more than just the physical principles of building a house.
They have to learn sort of the responsibility of design. There's the responsibility of an architect to actually house his fellow man, if you want to put it that way. And there's also the responsibility of designing in an environmentally sensitive fashion.
A similar project at Auburn University inspired Lewis to start the program at the University of Utah. After students built some smaller structures, they were finally ready for a home. And what they came up with was the award-winning Rosie Joe House. Along with the awards came some much-needed funding from the Federal Department of Housing and Urban Development. With those grants and some other funds, the program spends just over $70,000 on each house. Programs like Habitat for Humanity also build homes for low-income families.
Our mission is really to provide the architecture students an education in how these buildings go together and how to maybe better design things. The housing of the family is a byproduct of what we're trying to do, really.
Still, this is more than an academic exercise.
When you look at the houses that we build, it's nothing like what you see, just coming out of the computers in architecture school, which are really, pretty wild and way out there and mostly impossible to build. But we're trying to rein it in a little bit, I guess, and have them understand a little bit more of the implications of what they're drawing.
With limited resources to build the houses and a remote location, energy efficiency is important.
We're off the grid, so by definition we have to pay a lot of attention to passive solar ideas and things like that. So it's in those terms it's really warm and really cool compared to anything that's been built or that other people live in out on the res. This overhang is designed actually to keep the summer sun out. The winter sun will actually beat on this rammed earth wall, which is 12 inches thick, and actually heat the entire building, or at least certainly this portion of it. These big thick walls that we used is a brand new product that is owned by the Navajo Housing Authority. It's made in Page, and it's called Flexcrete.
And while the design may be modern, it keeps touches of the Navajo past.
On the public side, it's very traditional. It's sort of a half hogan. The one difficulty that we do have is the jealousy of everybody who doesn't get a house. So, we're able to make, so far, 4 families happy and probably 500 families angry, So we don't know quite how to get around that.
Ultimately, this is an experience the students won't soon forget.
To see it all come together and to see the whole sort of love affair between the students and the families and to see these creations, what students can do when they're allowed free rein is really fascinating. And the more students we have out there thinking that this will be possible, the more maybe we'll see exciting design.
For Park City Television, this is Ori Hoffer.